And welcome to another episode of the Market Outlook. Okay, I am your host Jacob, and today I'm accompanied by Pastor Pips. Josh, how we doing, my bro?
I'm doing good. We're back again for another outlook. Let's go.
Back again. And yeah, exactly, guys. Here to bring you another outlook for the week ahead. So we're going to forecast what we're seeing on the charts and what is likely to be traded. Okay, but before we get into it, for those that are looking to start their trading career and looking to get into the markets themselves and learn what we know, please check out litcapital.co.uk, where you can see over our packages. And we also have some free content as well, but mainly the packages section is what is going to steer you into what we provide in terms of mentorship. So check that out. And also, before we get into it, if you are not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please hit that button right now so you can be alerted when we actually give you the fire content and it breaks out live and exclusive on the channel. Okay, so before we get into it, I'm going to go over to the economic calendar, of course. We normally bring it to you on Sunday, but we're bringing you a Monday special. Bit slow. The market was a bit slow last week. So we just wanted a bit more time to analyze. Okay, so Monday, as we go into the fundamentals, there isn't much left of releases for the day. Most of them have been released in the morning. We had some retail sales in China. Main thing that kind of sticks out. We also had the GDP for Japan as well. Tuesday, we've got some meeting minutes coming out of the RBA, so we'll see what's going on with the Aussie tomorrow morning for sure. We also have some unemployment rate coming out of the Great British Pound, lined up with the GDP for the Euro. So tomorrow's looking like a busy morning for sure. And then going into the afternoon on Tuesday, we got some retail sales, okay? As we approach Wednesday, we have the interest rate decision for the NZD. Okay, so the Kiwi, we're going to see what that's saying. We also have a press conference and a monetary policy statement as well. Okay, so obviously it's 3 a.m. in the morning. So we're going to be looking live on the London session Wednesday. So going into the afternoon, not much really standing out. We've got some building permits for the US. We got the CPI for the CAD as well as some FOMC meeting minutes coming out of the Fed. So that will be interesting to see what they're saying. We also have on Thursday the unemployment rate for the Aussie. Okay, so that's something to look for. And then going into the afternoon, the jobless claims for the US is the only thing that stands out there. And then finishing off with Friday, we've got the interest rate for China. And we also have some retail sales for the CAD and GBP. Okay, so there are a few events to look out for fundamentally that can impact our charts. For those that are trading certain currencies, just please be aware of that. So as we go over to the charts now, I'm going to start with USOIL. Okay, so been waiting for this setup to actually come. We've seen it fold from this daily area, and we've seen it push down quite a lot. And in doing so, it's actually formed a bit of a double bottom here. So I'm actually looking to see price get wiped out lower, to come lower, so we can actually potentially get a long-term buyer. But before doing so, we want to see if we can get a retracement back up here. We've played out of this area where we had a reaction from last week. We want to see if we can push higher to actually get that sell from a bit higher up, okay? So in doing that, we will be looking for shorts around just above the 62%. This candle here kind of sticks out. So we want to see as and when price gets there, what it's looking at, okay? In the meantime as well, we may be able to actually catch a buy as well. So on a smaller time frame, you just want to see some type of bullish pattern start forming, which we are starting to see. If we can get a bit of a retracement, later on into the afternoon, we may actually be able to get that buy to maybe channel its way up into where we're trying to set it to. But as and when that unfolds, we're going to alert our Discord community to that trade. So let's see how it unfolds. So the other thing I've got for you guys today is EURUSD. Pretty similar in terms of what I want to see on here. I do want to see a buy reaction if we can get back lower, trying to see if we can play out of this area here in order to continue to push higher, okay? Because I do think the dollar, with it being weak on Friday and showing its hand to the downside, there's no reason why we can't get a retest and see the potential of this continue to rise, okay? Looking for shorts on this from higher up for sure. So if we can get that buy that can continuous buy to actually wipe out some of these liquidity areas. That's what we're looking for this week. So those are the setups I got. They will be supplied in the Discord. If you're not in our Discord community, again, please check out our website. Go to our packages section where you can sign up for a monthly subscription of £25, and you'll get access to all our setups throughout the week. And that's what I'm going to end it on, guys. Obviously, I'm going to pass you over to Josh, but those are the setups I've got for you.
All right, thank you, my bro. Cool. So, straight over to me, guys. First things first, I'm going to start you guys on is going to be on the DXY. So in terms of DXY and what we saw from last week, of course, we saw the dollar push and it was quite strong. Okay, we had a phase in the market where we were quite stagnant and waiting for price to drop. So after we've created the equal high, we started to notice in the lower time frame that price just started to, just slow down in terms of volume. But eventually we did get that drop, which is why we saw the majors pump, including gold, EURUSD, and cable. So in terms of what we're looking for this week is price to play out this 4-hour zone to then potentially push up higher. Now, whether we push up higher and actually take out these highs is a whole different ball game, because I do feel like we could get a mitigation out of this daily candle to come down first. Now, it's a bit tricky at the moment to know which one or which way price is going to go first, whether price pushes up first to mitigate to then come back down to play out this area on the 4-hour time frame, or price comes down from where we are, or maybe pushes or consolidates around here for a little bit before it pushes down lower before we get the buy up higher. But either way, we will be monitoring the dollar. Now, if I move over to the yields, now what's quite interesting about the 10-year yields is that we did actually get the daily mitigation that we were looking for, and we've seen price drop. Now, we did open with a bit of a gap, and I do believe price has just managed to fill it all. Yeah, it has. So yeah, quite similar to what I'm seeing on the DXY. We could see the yields push all the way back up, maybe fill some of this imbalance it left over from last week. And potentially play out this daily zone again to then come down lower. But in terms of the swing, the price action is quite bearish in terms of this swing that I'm looking at. So yeah, we would like to see lower prices in the yields, but we could see short-term bullishness, which might push the dollar down potentially. And last but not least, I'm going to go through GBPAUD, GBPAUD. So with GA, we've just seen GA to be very, very bullish, okay? And, in terms of a much deeper retracement, we just haven't had that. And I believe, I have mentioned previously that I do want price to pull back to at least 1.85276 before we can potentially see price maybe attack these previous highs. But, when we do look closer at the picture and I do come down to the 4-hour, I did notice this candle here where price has mitigated out of, and we did see the drop. However, when we do come down to the 1-hour time frame, there's this massive area where price just does not seem to want to break. Okay, so just from understanding what we're seeing here in terms of this whole sell to buy price action, I am going to be looking for some buys for price to keep on breaking and making new highs as we have previously. The structure is bullish, so it would make more sense for us to catch some buys. Now, on the 3-hour, there is this nice candle here with a bit of imbalance fill, and of course, the highs to take out. So I do believe that, once price gets down here in terms of the price action that we're seeing, we may potentially see price come back to this 4-hour area and get another short. And potentially this time the short could just be a pullback for price to then play out this area to then head up higher. Because if we were going to push out from this area here, and of course, if we were going to push through this area here, the amount of times price has tested this level, I do believe that we should have pushed through this area already. But nonetheless, this area is holding, is real strong. So yeah, I'm going to bank on price playing out of there to then push up higher. Do have other areas above. I do believe I do have I just keep my chart still here. Do have a candle from the 12th of May, 2020, where we can see a clear grab of liquidity to push up to then sell down. And obviously, I was able to catch the sell. So yeah, there's that target there where we may actually potentially get the new high and for price to give us that new pullback. So yeah, those are the targets for GBPAUD and the dollar. So yeah, just like with everything else, our setups will be posted inside of our Discord community. Make sure to head over to the website www.litcapital.co.uk, okay, and hit the packages or book a free consultation. Either way, make sure to hit up the website and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Click that bell notification to get notified whenever we post a new video. Okay, guys, it's absolutely free. So hit that subscribe and hit that like button. With that being said, you're on the vibes. It's lit side. And remember, every day is
Money
money
day.
day. Peace.